Hopefully there's sound this time. I'm hoping there'll be a refraction. There'll be a refraction. There'll be a refraction on sound.
There's nothing there.
Did you hear what I said? We're live. Can everyone hear me? Hopefully you can hear me this time. Yep, you got sound this time? Finally. Well, Cameron, how are you? What's happening? What's going on? Kevin, welcome to the channel. Mr. McGowan, welcome to the channel. All good. Brilliant news. John, how are you? Welcome to the channel. Come on in and say hi. Sit down, take the weight of your feet. Let's have a conversation. While I'm packing. We've got a busy order today, even though I did not want the orders to be busy. They really are busy. Yeah, it's morning. I said it's not a morning anymore, is it, John? Where's my day gone already? I've been up from an early age, but there it is. But welcome. Anyway, so I'm going to start packing as I talk, but I'm having a conversation which I'm going to do a video today about. And that conversation is about the future of business in the United Kingdom at the minute. I'm finding, let me just get a box here. Everyone can hear me okay? We're getting problems always with sounds. So this is a regular issue, I'm afraid. But yeah, I'm getting a lot of concern at the minute with the United Kingdom and its issues around growing a business in the United Kingdom. And my concern is this. Tax continues to rise. There's a new budget coming in, and there's going to be major issues with the economy, I would say, with this budget. This is going to be one of the most disastrous budgets ever, where they're going to tax the hardworking electricians, laborers, garden workers, and you all have to be taxed 20% more from November onwards. The VAT, value-added tax, or otherwise known in America as sales tax, is coming in for anyone that earns more than 30 grand, which more or less is absolutely ridiculous. This is going to have a major effect on the economy. And for that reason, I knew this was going to happen. For that reason, it is highly advised that from today onwards, my whole business strategy and my advice on running a business or growing a business is do not employ staff. Do not grow your business. This is the first time in my life that I've ever said this. Do only one thing, is find ways to survive this nonsense. For I can see this is going to be damaging to anyone that wants to make money. Find ways to hustle. Find ways to get past this damn government that continue to kill industry. And I'm glad. I'm sitting here packing. I'm actually glad that I got rid of the staff. I am absolutely glad that I got rid of the staff, because the taxes that are coming through right now are absolutely just business killing. The whole industry in the United Kingdom is going to change, and I just see that everyone's going to be on their knees. There's going to be, I'm going to tell you now, I think there's going to be an uprising. I genuinely believe there's going to be a major uprising. I just cannot see it for the life of me as to how this will survive this major tax hike on the UK economy. Everyone's going to pay 20% more for November on everything. If you get a window cleaner in, he has to charge you VAT to do your windows. If you get a builder in, he has to charge you VAT. And what's going to happen is everyone's going to sell their services so they do not go above the 30 grand threshold, which means that people and businesses are going to drop their businesses down, and the availability of staff, the availability of self-employed people is just going to be minimal. This is one of the worst things that the government has done ever. Dropping 20% VAT on window cleaners, gardeners. What on earth are they thinking? I do much more than that, and I find that to be a feckin' pain in the ass at 20%. We have to do a lot more to make money. How the hell are you going to do that with a builder? How the hell is any builder, is any gardener, spark, plumber, how are they going to survive when they're not doing that? What on earth are they thinking? They're just trying to destroy everyone's income. It means that people are going to do this. I charge 20 quid an hour to do sparking, and I'm going to erode the VAT, and I'm going to pay the Inland Revenue. There'll be more bankrupts because the Inland Revenue are going to do people for not paying their VAT because they can't afford to pay their VAT. There is no way in God's green earth that this is going to have any level of substance other than bankruptcies, people being made homeless, jobs going, job opportunities. And the way I see it is as a multi-millionaire business person right now, talking to you lot, is this: batten down your hatches, close down your businesses, pay off your staff, and sit firm, because more taxes are coming. They're trying to destroy the economy, and I don't get it. I don't get. If that was me, I'd be bankrupt. I have no idea why this government are doing it. And it frustrates me to see people trying to start a business, trying to grow their income, trying to become self-sufficient, for the government to more or less erode them to a point where they cannot even afford to pay the bills. I have no idea where the world's going right now. It's gone absolutely crazy, and I feel that we're taking blue pill, red pill, matrix. It is a complete disaster. And I have nothing that I can add to the madness that's going on today with the way that the government are trying to treat the normal folk. They're not even killing the wealth. The wealth are gone. We have lost 1,600 millionaires and 2 billionaires in the last month. They've all pissed off. They're all mass exodus and away. I'm going to be the last millionaire left. And I tell you what, I'll probably not be a millionaire anymore because of the way they're treating anyone that's got money. Anyone that wants to earn cash is being punished. What on earth is going on with the world? I don't understand. I don't understand this economy. So I'm asking you, take my heed, take my seriousness. Get your money out of the banks, because I have a funny feeling something's not going to go right. If you could do cash, do cash. Cash is going to be your only answer right now. Lift cash out, put it in. Not even cash, for crying out loud, because if there is no trust in the government, there is no trust in the cash. Cash will depreciate a lot more. It is an absolute joke the way it's going. And I feel like we're going down a route of communism where everyone's going to be equal. They're going to depend on the government. I just don't know. I feel like I'm being punished. Cash can be king, Keith. But I tell you now, if you can afford it, go buy yourself some silver and gold. If you guys can afford it, you can buy an ounce of silver for 43 quid, 39 pounds, thereabouts. It's VAT free at the minute, so go for it before it changes. And yeah, I've got a load of it, Lewis. But what frustrates me is this. I knew why I made an exodus in this last year. I just knew it. I knew it in my guts. I knew it in my head. I couldn't work it out. I couldn't work it out why I proactively designed the exodus of my staff. I couldn't work it out. Now I know. My gut feeling told me this, that the economy is about to crash, and it's going to crash by the hand of the Labour government. Nobody else. Not the bankers, not the greedy landlords, not anyone else. It is going to be crushed by the UK government. And these guys are absolutely going to it's just going to erode your wealth, not, well, partially mine, but I'll survive. And you think that, Jerry, wouldn't you? Because it makes no sense. Why on earth would any government put 20% tax on someone who's earning a bread? Because 30 grand is not even, it's just a little bit shy of minimum wage. When you work it out over a year, why are they looking 20% on top of the taxes they already pay? Why? I don't get it. I don't understand. I'm confused. And I feel like we've just woke up for some sort of, I don't know, matrix. It feels like we are being designed and flock-led as sheep into a world that seems to be control. By us being poor, we have to be controlled. You know, it just seems to be. And I talk to you all about the issues around the digital ID. The digital ID and the digital currency do not conform, do not comply. I have a problem myself as a director. They've already started digital ID in my information. There we go. Look at that. Lovely jubbly. Big Dell. Anyway, so I feel that the world or the UK economy is going to change. And as far as I'm concerned, shut up you, Cammy. As far as I'm concerned, you guys need to take my heed. I am 34 years in business. And in that time, I have seen a lot of shit come and go in my life. A lot of it. And it angers me that I stand here today and people who are being on my mentorship program, we have 45 human beings on my mentorship program, and I'm supposed to tell them to keep growing their business. I'm trying to make them wealthy. But how the hell can I make them wealthy when the platform in which humanity sits in the United Kingdom is absolutely rotten and it's falling down? And we, as business people, can do nothing about it. It feels like it's just relentless. That 5% punishment tax for employees was one of the most hurtful taxes I've seen. And a new one comes in November. A tax ban of 20% VAT for workers and builders alike. How dare they? I don't know. You guys tell me. Anyway, I'm fed up with it. I am thinking about taking my millions out of this country and leaving. Giving everything up and leaving and securing it. However, I wanted to go to the south of France. What does it turn out to be? The south of France is just as bad, or France is just as bad as the United Kingdom. They're all doing it simultaneously. They're doing this all simultaneously. How come? Guys, can anyone tell me in the comments, how can every government in 27 countries do digital ID, push out CCs, push out the 5-minute mile or the 5-minute town centre where you can't leave the town centre? Am I in a dream? Is this real? I feel that I don't know. This is a big rant. I'm going to do a video on it. I'm absolutely disgusted. I'm dumbfounded by the whole bloody thing. I don't understand it. And any one of you guys could tell me here, how the hell are you guys supposed to survive when you're now going out of your door and you'll be charged VAT? You want to get a window repaired? It's going to be a tenner plus the VAT now. Everything's going to be VAT'd. 20% more tax on top of everything. It will compound. It's called a compound thing. So if Johnny, who's just a 17 or 18-year-old boy, goes and cleans windows. He gets over the 30 grand threshold. He has to charge you 20,000 or 20% more for cleaning the windows. You then have to go and earn more to go and do it. So you have to be more productive. And it's not happening because the economy is going whoop in. It's vortexing inwards. They're pushing the tax bands above the actual vortex of what it can manage. And anyone with any sense would know this. So they must be doing it on purpose. They're going to kill industry. They're going to kill income. They're going to make us all poor. Not me. I promise you, not me. Not this time. I am not letting this happen again. Not me. Not again. I am not going to go broke again. Not because of a government. The last time it went because of a government, because of the recession. Not again. Not me. I'll get out. I'll do it. If I get out with $1 million, I'll get out with $1 million, but I'm going to get out. If this happens, I'm out. And I get why all the millionaires are leaving. I've lost a few people I know who are wealthy. They're gone. They've sold everything and they're gone. And this is the way it's going to be. If you look at the millionaires are 20% of the country's wealth, pay 60% of the tax. 20% of the country's wealth pay 60% of the UK's tax. They're all leaving. They're all going, guys. Yes, I agree, Rob. We've been in recession. I would even say, and I would dare push it to say, even back further. And I just don't get why you would try and destroy even people like Rob here. Rob is a local mom and pop business trying to survive, and now he goes over 30 grand. Everything has to be vatted. Everything has to be VAT reduction. And you will reduce your money. You will conflate the VAT, because you'll say, that's not fair. I can't sell a laptop for £100 plus VAT, because there are market desires, there are market needs. And if I sell this stuff, say for example this, I'm packing this today, but I sell that, and let's say that's 20 quid, right? I swallow the VAT in that. That is 20 quid inclusive of VAT. The customer doesn't know. What's going to happen is the country's going to know what VAT is now, because you don't even have to go even down to the street now, and there are going to be people charging VAT for the most simplest of things that society have always assumed to be VAT free. I believe we are in the crazy cuckoo land. I have no idea where we are. I don't know what we're doing. I haven't a clue where it's going. All I know is that we are going into a very dangerous time for the economy. That also said, as I said, and I repeat myself, I have done this too many times. I seen this coming. I eroded my staff. I sit on my own. I have subcontractors. If I want to get rid of them, I go tomorrow. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. We're going to end up basically having to go pirate. The scenario is there's only so much the community can take. There's only so much that society can take from the government. And this tax is a bridge too far. This is just a step too far in the wrong direction. And we will see people going underground. And cash will no longer be king. It will be Bitcoin. It will be something the government can't control. Bitcoin is now under government control, so forget that one. My point is that we will end up seeing a lot of tax dodgers and a lot of bankruptcies anyone that's trying to be straightforward and honest will not survive. You'll go bankrupt. You will be out. Your houses will be taken off you. And them houses will be given to absolute finance houses who are becoming the biggest corporate landlords in the country. They are taking over society at the minute. I feel that this is not something that we should celebrate. I don't think this is something we should stay silent about either. I feel that this is going to be, and you guys need to mission this. This is something you guys have to apostolize. You have to tell everyone this is happening right now, right under our feet. We're watching it happen. And the people with vision, the people that are business leaders, are seeing it. And some of them are just saying, I'm scarpering. I'm getting out of here. I'm not doing this. I wonder if I should leave. I'm really concerned about all of this. I don't know. We are trying to grow people's businesses here, guys. My whole channel is all about building people's success, your success. My whole channel has been designed that me as a retired or semi-retired or just a guy who likes to work, show you guys how to make money, how to become successful for free. I offer no money back. I don't need your money. I got my own. And I offer you this. And I do this for free. To find that I cannot do this when I'm being suppressed by government taxation to a point where it's absolutely debilitating for any new startup. No startup will survive. You will be dead in a year. You'll all be dead. Any business startup will have to charge VAT. Will people buy it? No, they won't. There'll become a time where we'll have black market VAT-free stock. And everyone will say, well, we do it without VAT. I'll pay you in, I don't know, pens. And my point is, this is where it goes all wrong. I'm hitting customer stock. Whoops. Shouldn't do that. So, tell me, people, what do you guys think? Well, Mark, I'm not the same I used to be. I'm not at the level that I was. The level that I am, to me, I see it as like semi-retired. This is easy. What I used to do was not. So, you guys tell me. I need to calm myself down. I need to stop ranting about this. I will do a video about this. I have talked about digital IDs. It didn't get many hits. It seems to be that nobody wants. We're all bloody taking the blue pill. What do they say? Have anyone seen The Matrix? The blue pill and the red pill. And my point is, which pill are you guys taking right now? Are you seeing this? Do you think that I'm an absolute madman? Or am I showing you all? I'm showing you all that this is a major time in everybody's life. We can't turn anywhere. The only thing that we can do is go to places like Dubai. You can't even go to the likes of the Big Al pill. You know, I feel like I'm some sort of madman because I'm speaking what I see with my real eyes, I'm working this out, and it makes zero sense. It feels like I'm in a story with Alice in Wonderland, and it just feels like, I mean, Starmer, what is he up to? What does he want? What is he doing? Why is he doing this, guys? You tell me. You tell me. Because we have all got children. We've all got family. They're going to be poor. They're going to be struggling to survive, to buy food. They're now considering a carbon fuel allowance. They're now going to do a carbon fuel allowance, guys. And that's all going to be linked to your digital ID. What the hell are we doing? A carbon tonnage? You're only allowed, what was it again, 2 ton a year of carbon allowance that's been dictated by some Egypt who will say, you buy this from Alan, it's going to be, 1 gram of carbon to make this. Therefore, you've got your one allowance. And to me, this is where it's going crazy. Digital ID, carbon allowance, central digital control government money, taxation where they just take the money straight out of your account. Your whole lives will be governed by this absolutely all encroaching, all encompassing government that do not work for the people, by the people. It's changing where it's working for themselves and the people are its slaves beneath it. And this is my point, guys. You all need to wake up and smell the coffee, and you need to be apostolistic in what I'm trying to tell you. You need to start telling other people what I'm saying. This message is not just coming from me. This message is coming from all the business leaders, any entrepreneur that knows how to employ people and sees the changes that's happened. I'm trying to give you the best advice. And I don't know what way to turn right now as a business person. I don't feel the need to grow my business. I have this urge in my heart, my gut, and my brain that I need to pull down the hatches and I need to fortify my business. I need to keep my money for me. I am not going to give it away any longer. This is something that I see happening because it is no longer a growth industry and nobody is going to survive wanting to grow. Maybe you will own nothing and you will be happy, just like they said in the WEF. You will own nothing and you will be happy. And I am not paranoid. I'm not delusional. And you guys may take everything I say with a little gram or a pinch of salt, but more fool you. More fool you not to listen to someone who's got 34 years of business experience and life experience that is a different level than a lot of yous. And I'm trying to offer you this because I see it. I see it happening. And in the next 20 to 30 years, we will all be living very, very different lives. Very different lives. And I feel like a madman. I feel like I'm being laughed at for saying it. I'm laughing at myself because it's absolutely real. And it's extremely dangerous what's going on right now. We cannot afford to allow this to happen. We must stand up against this. We must unite as a people. And the way I see it is, I can't be a political leader. I'm no good for it because arseholes sit up there in politics and I'm not going to be an arsehole. So, I'm packing, supposed to be packing, earning my keep. There's my rant over. I am sorry that I've moaned, but I feel that the time is coming that I need to start educating myself in what is happening behind the scenes. I ask whether COVID is it. Hope you never had that COVID. I did. And my arm's absolutely destroyed because of it. They jabbed it in there and my muscle is gone here and I can't lift my arm up anymore. I don't talk about it, but I am like partially disabled because of it. That's why the construction business has gone to an end. I don't do that much construction anymore. So, I may start packing. Anyone want to ask me anything? Yeah, I got to get my packing done. Phil, what's funny? Tell me what's funny. I don't know why Phil's laughing. Maybe something I said. Anyway, guys. So where are we going with it? Space Invaders. Al. I don't know, Space Invaders. I don't know. And thanks for being a super member. I don't know which way it's going to go. I think what we got to do is this. This is the answer as far as I'm concerned. My strategy is this. Survival. How do we survive when there is a oppressive, financially oppressive government coming into our lives and hitting us extremely well where it hurts? My advice is don't grow. Achieve little. Pay little tax. And cripple the government by its own taxation. The more you starve the government, the less the government can achieve anything. The more they become absolutely useless. We as a society should not comply. I intend, and I probably will get hurt more by the non-compliance than some other people. The more you've got to lose, the more compliance will cost you, or the lack of compliance will cost you. And the police, who to me act extremely ruthlessly over the most silliest of things, such as the freedom of speech. Some guy got arrested recently for calling another person a muppet. He got arrested for calling someone a muppet. Now, you know, the way I see it is, Phil, no harm to you, buddy. Guess what? That guy there is my son. Nobody gets to tell my son to shut up. So the way I see it is this. Society is, we do have to actually not comply. I'm sorry, I just seen someone talking and giving abuse to my son. So we have to find ways of not complying. By doing less, the government get less. By doing less, the government get less. And that's something we have to consider. Do less. All right, Cameron. Just hold your wish, mate. Hold your wish. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know. To stay sane, I'm going to do a video on this. I'm going to do a big video on this. I'm going to talk it through, and I'm going to look and I'm going to investigate. I'm going to get some science behind it, and I'm going to come up with some things. Yeah, Naomi, I'm an awful man at the minute because I've never seen. I have a book. I have a book. I am writing a book. It's quite long-winded, to be honest with you. It's half done. I should finish it, really. 10 rules, 10 years. But yet the whole impetus of the 10 years and the 10 rules is based on a sound economy. I've never done it in a insane government-controlled sanctioning economy. I've never seen this before. This is new to me, where I've seen government proactively sanction your ability to do business. And that's something we cannot afford to have. Yeah. You see, it isn't me. And I'm not losing it, am I? I'm not losing the plot. Please, guys, tell me I'm not losing the bloody plot. I can't be. I can't be losing the plot. Anyway, so there it is. There's my rant over. I'm going to do a video on this today. Well, that's it. You'll buy the book, but you'll not pay VAT on it. There's VAT swallowed in it, mate. Any books I sell, there's VAT in it. No, there's zero VAT in books. Duh, I forgot about that. There's no VAT on books. I'll wait for the government to stop that. That'll change all that nonsense as well. Anyway, listen, guys, I would love to keep talking, but I'm doing very little here other than talk nonsense about the bloody government while I'm not earning my keep. I've got to earn my keep. Doesn't matter. Got to keep working. Love the work. And remember, guys, work hard. Keep the work going. Keep the work going. You guys keep your efforts in. But just right now, my advice is put it on credit. Put the work on credit. Have people owe you money. Don't cash in until this government is gone and some government comes in and changes all this rules back to normality. The way I see it. Well, welcome, John. How are you? Brickmaster, how are you? There you go, Brickmaster. You're at it. You may be VAT registered. But what do you think about this 30 grand VAT registration system, Brickmaster? How ridiculous is it that we have to all pay 20% more for simply a window cleaner or a gardener or just a general labourer who just gets paid 20 quid an hour? This is the world we're starting to live in. The VAT is becoming an absolute... Yeah, I agree. You see, would you believe, and I'm going to say this statistic as well. Here's a statistic. Here is a statistic. Very few businesses, I don't know the exact amount, are actually investing in the UK anymore. Very few, in fact, I would even say zero. Zero businesses from the world are investing in the UK. They're not investing because they're absolutely shit scared of the economy, the government, and their practices. Now, you ask me the question, if you run a business and no one wants to come and invest in the United Kingdom, what bloody chance have you got when you're here in the United Kingdom? When even external companies who've got millions, trillions, billions of dollars and UK pounds or whatever it is to invest in staffing, into new model businesses. And that prick, Keir Starmer, offered in January of this year, and he sat up and said, the United Kingdom will be the industry for AI and its future of AI around the world. Yeah? Start coming up with better tax plans then. Stop taxing the little man. Stop taking it from the little man's pocket. This is my bloody problem. Keir Stalin, you're right. The guy is a loony. And everyone that works with him are also loonies. I may get arrested for saying that. And that's a big problem also. Because you're not entitled to an opinion. And I am risking losing everything I have just by saying that he's a complete loony. Because if people are getting arrested for calling someone a muppet, what chance have I got for calling him a loony? This is the world we're living in today. We need to harden up. We need to toughen up. We need to start looking at what we vote on. Labour government was our only choice? No, they weren't. We had reform. I'm not political, and I'm not going to start coming up with political stuff. But there were alternatives. By the looks of it, much better alternatives. It was probably better stay with the insane asylum, the Conservative Party. This is my point. And we are all going to feel the pinch in November of this year. We're all going to see a rise of 20% on everything we do. Everything. 20% more. Wages haven't gone up 20% to suck it up. Yes, James, we need to start saying no. And we need to learn to become less hurty. Oh, you hurt my feelings, I'm calling the police. There's so many people nowadays who are just absolute fragilistic, absolute children. I'm trying to harden up my own son, for crying out loud, to make sure that when he gets called names, he goes, meh, they're only names, what odds to it? And my point is this. Society needs to make a dramatic change. It needs to be societal change, not just political, but societal. Both in the way we look at things, how we overemphasize minorities, we overemphasize other things, and that we seem to be failing to understand that society in general, in a whole, in a majorative state, are being neglected. And we need to think about that. Where are you guys? Are you in the minority of where you're getting what you need, when you need it, how you need it, and enjoying the pleasure of that? If you are, good on you. Well done to you. But me, I am a white male, a middle-aged white male. I am a wealthy, successful landlord who has no levels of empathy or sympathy with my business, yet I've employed so many people over these years. I would even count to say 2,000 people or thereabouts have worked for me. They've earned money from my pocket. They've took money from me and I fed their families. They've got a job and they had a level of success from my money. Yet, I get no preferences in the NHS. I get no medals. I get no help if anything ever happened to me. I'm homeless if I lose everything. If I'm arrested, I get arrested and I get totally tortured in the media because I done better than other people who haven't. So I get the shit. So I get much more shit for a lot less thanks. What's the point? I'm an entrepreneur. I'm trying to teach other ones to become entrepreneurs. Yeah, I agree, Brickmaster. Black Friday I don't think is going to work. And at the end of the day, I'm not really concerned about whether I sell stuff here or not. But it's going to change, guys. It's going to change. Society's going to change. It has to change to the better, but I don't know which way it's going to be for the future. So I'm going to love yous and leave yous now. I'm going to do a video on this. And I'm probably going to rant the way I am right now. And I'm probably going to do it right now after I speak to you guys. And it's probably going to be unedited. So I'll talk my crap. And hopefully it makes sense in the video. But I want you all to remember this message I said to you guys. Please keep an eye out on yourselves. Keep your money to yourselves. Don't spend it massively. And don't give it to the government right now. Do what you can to stay under the thresholds while you're at it. Do nothing right now. Fortify. Defense. That's what we have to do with our families and our friends. Defend and fortify. This is the future. Guys, good talking to you. Thanks for watching. I'll speak soon.